First up is Elise Parker, and she'll be presenting on behalf of 3 of her colleagues.
Contrary to what you might have heard, pedestrian projects are very much alive in Toronto. Thank you. First, the community-led street events guide for Kristen Lazier, Project Manager, Transportation Services. The city's public realm section supports and administers a range of programs to implement the Toronto walking strategy to make Toronto more pedestrian-friendly and to encourage the public to get involved in their community. A new key tool is the user-friendly how-to guide for community-led street events and a small grant program with up to $500 per event to offset the costs associated with their organization. It's a streamlined online tool for applicants designed to build neighborhood capacity and interest in pedestrian streets and events. The guide includes both the general application and all associated forms. The goal is to remove barriers for communities looking to close streets on a temporary basis, to make city processes as transparent as possible, and to build momentum for more pedestrian-friendly streets in all parts of the city. And I'm taking advantage of the fact that I've got 3 posters here, which I'm going to condense. So, Toronto Walking Tours on behalf of Graham Bailey, Assistant Planner, Transportation Services. This new website offers residents and visitors an opportunity to download self-guided walking tours and explore the city at their own pace. The poster explains the creation of the walking tours database and website, how the website works, and the small grant program available to encourage people to create their own walks. The website establishes a low-cost means to promote walking, encourage citizen engagement, and enhance the tourist experience. Toronto's path system for Al Rozowski, Manager City Planning. Toronto's path is the world's largest weather-protected downtown pedestrian system. The Guinness World Book of Records lists Path as the largest underground shopping complex with over 30 kilometers of shopping arcades and 1,200 connected shops and services. Path connects over 50 office buildings and residential condominium towers. Path facilitates pedestrian linkages to public transit for 100,000 daily commuters, as well as to sports and cultural events. This poster focuses on the development of a path master plan, updating urban design guidelines, and the process the City Planning Division uses to negotiate path connections and improvements. Thank you.
Thanks, Elise. Next up is... Yeah, you're good. Sherry Ryeng.
Excellent. Hello, I'm Sherry Ryeng with Fear and Peers and SDSU. My poster summarizes a long-range pedestrian master planning project that I worked on as part of a consultant team with Alta Planning and Design. The plan is focused on a large metropolitan region, Guadalajara, that's comprised of 7 different local governments, and there are about 4.5 million people in this region. My poster really presents a kind of comparative observations, differences in the planning processes and pedestrian environments and walking trends between Mexico and the US. Most notably, you'll see in the top that almost 40% of total daily trips in Mexico, in this region, are by foot. So pretty stark difference compared to Mexico's neighbors to the north. So I think we have a lot to learn from Mexico in terms of sustainable transportation and complete streets. The decision-making process tends to be very centralized.
Thank you. Eirin Ryeng.
Hello. I stumbled upon a very exciting theory just by coincidence. It's called the grid group theory, and it originates from anthropology and has been used in social and political sciences The theory postulates that within every social setting, that can be a nation, it can be a neighborhood, it can be a group of colleagues at work, within all these settings, there are 4 viable cultures present which cannot exist without the presence of the other. And these 4 cultures are very briefly presented on this slide. I was very curious to know if these cultures affect our actual behavior. So I conducted a study among students in Norway and in Argentina to study this, and one of the issues I looked into was whether a person adhering to one culture has a travel pattern which differs from the travel pattern of persons adhering to other cultures. So if you want to know the results, please visit my poster.
Thank you. Ikutaroh Saitoh.
My name is Ikutaroh Saitoh from Japan. I'll talk about making a mental map. Experiment of the making a mental map at the Center for Lifelong Study in Chiba has created structure of the Benten area. The method of it is checking a mental map, making a flag map, making a mental map, discussion, and structure of the area. The structure of housing area has created attractive or problem of the area. It will become important material for improvement of the living environment. Thank you.
Paul Supawanich.
Good morning. I just wanted you to quickly envision a place where in the summertime it gets up to about maybe in excess of 50 degrees Celsius in the shade. A place where literally every road from the major arterials to the smallest collector streets are built for mobility in a freeway. And finally, a place where even if you wanted to walk, you probably wouldn't, because frankly, you might just be embarrassed. So we have just a great walkable environment to work with here. And so I just wanted to share with you a project that we worked on, and we were asked by the Eirin municipality to help them improve or look at ways to improve pedestrian safety in this challenging environment. So I really hope that you'll come visit me at my poster, and I can help share with you some of the experiences that we had trying to work on these issues, both in terms of technical challenges and also cultural challenges. Fascinating part of the world, and I hope to speak with you in the atrium.
Isla Tanaka.
Hello, I was at a session yesterday afternoon where Bronwyn Thornton mentioned that in Canada it is not minus 30 with 3 feet of snow every day of the year. And she's right, but there are many communities in this country that deal with winter conditions for a significant part of the year. So the subject of my poster is winter city design and how that relates to walkability. For those of you who don't know, winter city design acknowledges, designs for, and embraces winter climate conditions. So planning for winter includes adequate lighting, use of bright colors, creative public space design for multi-season activities, and of course, snow removal. So this poster is based on research for my master's thesis, and I would love to have feedback on it. I would especially like to talk to any of you who have an interest or experience in this area. Thank you.
Quyen Tran.
Good morning. As studies have shown, walking and biking to school has significantly declined among children regardless of how close they live to school. My project argues that if we want to increase active transport, such as walking and biking to school, we need to begin improving the physical environment between home and school. Thus, for a year, I researched and explored design solutions on how to improve our street landscape to help increase active commuting in elementary school children. In addition, I looked at how these design solutions can help foster creativity during the time spent walking to and from school. The project consists of 2 parts. The first part is research, both in literature and in Vancouver schools. The second part explores how urban design solutions can create a more safe and memorable experience of walking to school. I chose an elementary school located in South Vancouver as a study site. Thank you.
Matthew Trowbridge.
Great. Impacting change in community design to promote sustainable transportation systems and more active lifestyles, particularly at the local level, requires collaboration with decision makers and stakeholders who often don't have formal training in urban planning or design. As a physician, largely self-trained in built environment issues, I can personally attest that learning to participate in technical design discussions can be daunting. So in response, the 5-Minute Walk communication platform is an attempt by my colleagues and I to use a basic urban planning tool, the 5-Minute Walk Circle, to help audiences learn to think spatially and develop environments based on human-scale transportation. We use the travel circles by applying them to maps of iconic and familiar local walks, such as the National Mall in DC, or even Washington, DC, or even the distance between anchor stores and traditional shopping malls, to help the general audience get a better feel of walkable distances and spatial relationships. And then once this is established, we feel these simple language, analytic, and visual tools can start a conversation with a broader audience about how to understand and engage better in these discussions. Thank you.
And Cindy C.
Hi, this was our school project last year. So, new rapid transit line planned for Vancouver, and local municipality are seeking for the reference to define land use density around the station. 400 and 800 meter radius catchment is often used for practice. However, which assumes people walk 5 to 10 minutes, but then this is too general, as Vancouver is different in many ways from other North American cities. So this study, we surveyed the SkyTrain riders during the AM peak period on the platform at Joyce and Low-Hit stations. Around half of the riders walk to the station, and this diagram showed their walk path. So some riders are willing to walk beyond the 800-meter catchment, but the proportion is small. So suggesting that the TOD should not build beyond the 800-meter catchment without further investigation. So please drop by to our poster. We will be more than happy to tell you more about the details.
Jenny Xu. Thank you.
Thanks. My topic is focused on the built environment and the traffic-related emissions or pollutions. From this poster on the left side, there is a measurement about the walkability in the Houston, Texas. I chose Houston because Houston is the fourth largest city in the United States, and it's also the fourth worst pollutant city in the United States. And from the left side, we use the land use mix and the street connectivity and the residential density to measure the different walkability index of the Houston. So we can see that from the walk score map, we can see that there has high walkability and low walkability neighborhoods in Houston. For the right part, there is air pollution from the vehicles. We estimate from the mobile 6.2, and finally we found that not walkable neighborhoods is high polluted because there depends on the residential density. Thanks.
Thank you very much. That concludes this portion, so let's have a big hand for those presenters. Thank you.